Hello everyone, and welcome back to Zora's Loft. So, in my hand, I have one of the two birds that I got back from Blue Angel Classic Late Hatch. I owe all of this to my good friend Amico. Everyone knows him through Rocky Ridge Loft, his Rocky Ridge Whites, and then the Black Eagles that he has. Everyone knows him for those, but everyone should know him, or at least should start knowing him for how the awesome quality birds he has. So I convinced Mike last year I was short on birds. I signed up trying to accommodate all the different one-off races that helped me out in my last the perch giveaway I did for all the veterans and first responders. So I tried to send to every single one of them in support. And Mike stepped up because we flew club together. I've been to his house several times. He's been to mine. We switched boards back and forth. Well, what ended up happening was I needed some more birds. And he said, hey, I got some great birds. And I said, well, let me fly them. So I sent them off to One Loft Racing. And it was kind of a win-win for both of us because I was able to fill my obligations. He was able to test his birds. And I got to say, out of all the birds he sent, so I had one that flew at Sooner Challenge and did really well for me. I made an earlier video about it, but it was 9th on the 325 and it was 8th on the 416. And I'm going to show him off. He's actually in a breeding loft for me. He's already produced several rounds for me. These two I'm just getting back because they're late hatch. This one is 16023. She actually got injured, so she wasn't able to fly the series. I've named her Fallen Angel, but you can tell, like, look at that wing vibration. So she broke her wing during one of the loft flies and wasn't able to actually race the series. She's a nice small hen, lots of vitality in her wing. I wish I would have gotten able to test her out, but kudos to Chad Ward for taking care of her for me through the race series and then shipping her back with my other bird. And I'm going to attach her pedigree at the end. I'm actually going to put her, after a couple days, pair her up with one of my cocks that's unpaired to try to get a round or two out of her for this season. Great pigeon, nice strong back. Like, I don't know why more people don't go to Rocky Ridge Loft for actual racing birds. I know he has some beautiful whites and those Black Eagles, but if you're really considering about purchasing some birds for flying, he has some high quality birds. So here she is one more time, just a little close eye of her. She is very aware, constantly looking around, fighting to get out of my hand, shaking the whole time. Like I said, one more shot at the wing. Very feisty, beautiful young hen here. So unlike other people, after I've lost a bird or two from quarantine, I now do the Frank McLaughlin method of just throwing them in with the rest of my birds. So that's what I'm going to do. She has a great eye too, adjusting to the light really well. All right, so I'm throwing her in. All right, next, what everyone's been waiting for. All right, so right here, I have in my hands 3rd place at the 375 at the Blue Angel Classic. And first overall ace. Bred by my good friend Mike Amico, Rocky Ridge Loft. Very nice thick plumage. Of course, she doesn't want to be held. Very nice snappy wing there. She was at the top of the race sheets every week except for once. And even that week, when she finished middle of the pack, she was still only out by like 20 minutes from the winners. Super awesome. So like I said, she was third on the final. Came in by herself, 18 minutes behind the winners, but 14 minutes in front of the 4th and 5th place bird. So all by herself. Money winner 16020. 16020. Bred by Rocky Ridge Loft. So shout out to you, Mike. Thank you so much for such an awesome bird. If anyone is looking to buy a kit, definitely reach out to Mike. I'm sure he'll throw a kit together for you. Now, these birds are definitely not meant for speed. They are definitely meant for the tougher courses. Because, like I said, Sooner Challenge and then the Blue Angel Classic. I want to say she flew at, it was like 1,400 yards per minute on the final. It started off with a tailwind and then quickly shifted to a side wind. And she placed third, 18 minutes behind first and second, but 14 minutes ahead of the next bird. I already have a cock in mind for her. So it's going to be super awesome. I can't wait to try to get a round or two out of her as well. There's her nice pearl eye, if you can capture it. All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. Like I said, the pedigree will be attached right after the video here. Stay humble and kind, everyone. Also, if you are not already subscribed to Rocky Ridge Loft, I'm going to post a link in the subscription for everyone. All right. Thank you.